Hey guys, welcome back to SS Multimedia. Sal here. Today we're going to be talking about the metric units of capacity. Okay, so our objective is going to be I can understand the metric units capacity and use them to measure capacity. Okay, and of course I'm not going to explain metric units of capacity or measure capacity. I just underline them. If I explain them, then I'm explaining the lesson, so it kind of beats the purpose. Okay, and since there really wasn't any explaining, let's just go ahead and get started. Okay, so first we're going to be talking about milliliters. Okay, and the abbreviation for this, okay, is ML. Okay, just M and L. It's the abbreviation, and it's very, very small unit of measuring. Okay, and when I'm saying small, I mean like very like teardrops, stuff like that. Like if you have a spoon and you fill it just very little, only till the bottom of it is covered, that's a milliliters. Okay, maybe even 2 or 3 milliliters because it's just that small. Okay, and of course I'm gonna draw like a teardrop to help you visualize this. Okay, so like stuff like this is how you measure it. Like if you want an exact measurement, right, because you're gonna get a very, very exact measurement. You have a, I don't know, a milk jug or a coffee cup. That's a good idea. You have a coffee cup, right? This is not a good drawing, but let's just go with it, okay? Say this is a coffee cup, okay, just pretend. And just got steam coming out. And now you want to measure it, okay? But you don't want to know about how much it is. You want to know an exact measurement, okay? Because you're paying your water bill, and 1 penny less means you're broke. Okay, so you need to know the exact measurement. How do I do that? You use milliliters, right? So you're measuring, okay, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot, this dot. You're measuring like one of these dots at a time, okay? So imagine this dot is just one part of that coffee cup. That would be a milliliter. Okay, so it's very small, but it's used to make exact measurements. Okay, so if you have any like a water bottle right next to you, and like, you know, like the ones you buy, if you have that next to you, on the side there will be one measurement in liters. That's the one we're going to talk about next. Second one will be in milliliters, and you'll notice that it has an exact count, not just like a vague number. It'll have an exact count. Okay. Now the next one is going to be the vague number, but quicker version, liters. Okay, so the abbreviation for this one is just L. Okay, plain L. And this one is about the size of a standard water bottle, right? Not like the ones you buy, but like the ones you could have at home, ones you take to school. Okay, this is not the best drawing, but it'll work. Okay, that's definitely not a good drawing. Okay, so you have a water cup. That's about how much a liter is. Okay, just one of your everyday water bottle. And these ones are used to make big measurements. Like, so if you have like a bathtub, let's say you have a bathtub, okay, and you want to measure how much it is. Okay, I'm not saying that you probably should. That's not a good idea to measure it, but like say you want to. Okay, odds are you would measure with liters. Why? Because it'll take quicker, right? You don't have to go one small agonizing drop at a time, right? Instead, you can go one portion, then another portion, then another portion, another portion, another portion, and then in no time you're covered with half of it. So these ones are used to make quicker. But sometimes, after all these portions, okay, this is not as much a liter would be, but say after all of those portions, you're left with this much, right? But that's not a liter, okay? So you can just round it, and you'll say, okay, this one would be about, let's say like about 12 liters, okay? But if you measure with one drop at a time, you would get an exact number. You could be like 1 million this much, okay? And yes, it probably would be 1 million something, okay? And while we're on the subject of milliliters, 1 liter is equal to 1,000 milliliters. Okay? So you see this? You'd have to draw 1,000 of those dots just to cover 1 liter. Okay, now imagine, say this bathtub was 12 liters. You have to draw 12,000 of those. Okay, just to get an exact measurement. So that's why liters, not liters, are used to measure bigger substance with more capacity. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and go to problem time because I think you're ready. Okay, so okay, let me go up a little. Sorry. I want you to pause the video and try to answer all of these questions. Okay, if you're paying attention, you should know all of these. Okay, and for the example ones, I drew a little picture there to help you visualize what I'm talking about. And no, this is not a guitar, this is a spoon. Okay, so I want you to pause the video and give it a go. So I'm assuming that you've paused the video and tried it out for yourself. And now we're going to go ahead and check your answer. So question 1. What unit of measurement would be used to measure an eye drop container? Okay? See how small that is? That is very, very small. Okay? So I'm going to assume that would probably be milliliter. Okay? So it's very small, milliliter. What unit of measurement would be used to measure a milk carton? Okay? So I'm talking about like those ones you might get at school for lunch or something like that. They're like kind of big, kind of small, right? That one, okay, that one would probably be a liter. Okay, and almost probably 1 liter. Probably won't be 2 liters, but you would use liters to measure it because you don't want to go 1 drop at a time through this, right? Because as you remember, 1,000 of those you would have to draw. Okay, what is the abbreviation for milliliter? Do any of you remember? ml. What is the abbreviation for liter? L. Okay, in case you're wondering, the thing I'm drawing around it is parentheses. And should you use liters to measure the capacity of a spoon? No. No. Okay, this is way too small for you to use liters. Okay, I would suggest you use a milliliters, right? Because if you have a liter, okay, so this is how much a liter would be probably, right? And you want to use that to measure this, right? No, that's not a good idea. So no, milliliters is what you would use. Which unit is quicker? Which is more accurate? Okay? Which unit is quicker? That would be liters. Liters is quicker because it's bigger. You can cover more distance with it, more capacity with it. Liters is quicker, which is more accurate. That would be, okay, I'm going to draw a longer arrow because I'm running out of space there. Which unit is more accurate? That would be milliliters. There you go. Thank you for watching this video. Please like, share, and subscribe.